G'day everyone, and welcome to the first ever edition of our CBL TV. We're wrapping up a big regular season this year across the state, and now we're into the finals time. So I'm joined by Bethany Charles and Jodie. Thank you for joining me. I'm not here by myself. Thanks very much. And it's been a massive season. Really, it's a lot of these clubs are starting to promote themselves a lot better than ever. We've seen media coverage on the up from around local media, whether that be on TV, local newspaper, radio, and the crowds have swelled as well across the board. So I'm pretty happy from that perspective. So. Jodie, I know you're from the country. You're our representative today. What were your thoughts on the season?
Basketball country Vic are excited about the CBL season. It's like you said, it's going in leaps and bounds forward, and we're starting to get the people to watch the games, and we're starting to get a lot of good talent coming out of the matches as well. So it's been really exciting, and we just hope that over the next couple of years we can keep and continue to grow it.
Oh well, looks good. Taking the steps towards it. Really happy with the way it's going. So, also coming up, we've got a couple of coach interviews. We'll keep that a surprise for now. It's going to be something a bit different for the CBL. So hopefully you enjoy it anyway, because we'll see if we do. So first up, first game off the mark, Gippsland men. We've got the first seeded Warragul Warriors taking on the Sale Sonics. Who's going to be, Beth, who's going to be the key for Warragul in this one?
Uliando and Moss.
Yep.
Uliando is averaging 19.5.
Yep.
And Moss averaging 17.1 points per game.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you imagine if they step up and have good games, they should get the W. What happened last time they met, Jodie?
Last time they met, Sonics won by 22 points, and Uliando didn't play, so the game will be interesting.
Yeah.
What happens.
Big loss there. But if he's up here, I think that Warragul will get the W. What do you think, Beth? Who do you think? Yeah, happy with that?
Definitely Warragul.
Yeah, Warragul all around. But Sal, more than happy for you to prove us wrong if you're watching. The second game in the Gippsland men is between the second seeded Churchill Blue Devils and the third seeded Southern Peninsula Sharks. There's two big players for Churchill. Who are those two? They're going to be the big contributors for us.
Cannavale and Markelatis are doing really well for Churchill, both contributing 50 points per game.
Between them. That's phenomenal. Big contribution from them too. Okay, and last time they played, what happened?
Yeah, look, last time they played, Churchill won by 7, but definitely a close game, I think.
Yeah. Well, also, I think for Southern Peninsula, Brass is going to be the big factor. He's a young gun. He's having a good run around the CBL this season, and if he plays well, I think anything could happen, despite the fact that Uliando's probably going to play. So that's Gippsland men wrapped up. Now on to Gippsland women. We have Moe, the first seed, versus Currumbara. And last time they met, Moe did get up by 22 points. Who's the key for Currumbara, though, do you think?
I think the key to Currumbara's success will be Jamie Lee Jeffs. For Currumbara, she's been averaging 21 points per game.
Right, okay. She's a phenomenal player. Very, very, very talented girl. So, Beth, I think Steph Walker, she's not bad. What's she been averaging this season, roundabouts?
17 points per game.
All right. Well, I think she's only played limited games. I think she's maybe played 5, but I really think Moe personally will put this one away pretty comfortably. What's your tip?
Yeah, I think I'll go with Moe.
Yeah,
Moe as well.
All round again, easy peasy, no worries. So Moe to get up there and move on to the grand final over Currumbara, but you never know. And the other game in GIP women is Churchill and Terralgan. It's going to be a classic, I think. Churchill, once again, I'd just like to add something, because Churchill haven't been here for 10 years in the CBL. It's been a long time, a bit of a resurgence. And they've got both teams in the finals in their first year back. What does that mean for Churchill down there? Have a bit to do with it.
I think it really means that the growth in the area will continue. Basketball will continue to be dominant in that town. And hopefully Churchill, for their sake, can move on and win both men's and women's, and we'll see how they go.
Well, they've got Terralgan up here for the women anyway. And I think it's last time they met, Churchill won pretty comfortably. What's going to be vital for Traralgon if they're going to pull off the upset, Beth?
Their offense will be very vital.
I think they're quite spread across the board. So if they can get the ball through hands and get everyone involved, they have every opportunity to pull off the win. And for Churchill, who are the two big keys?
Yeah, look, Stacey O'Brien and Tenali Hood, both averaging around about 15 points a game, and both long standing players for that region, for Churchill in particular.
Oh, it's good to see them doing well again. We will be catching up. Here's one of them soon. We'll be catching up shortly with the Traralgon coach, Dave Roberts, who on the phone. We'll have him on the phone. We're not going to go all the way to Traralgon to interview him. So we'll just get him on the phone for that one. That coming up shortly, so stay tuned. Northeast, men. We've got Wodonga taking on the 4-seeded Wangaratta. What happened last time they met, Beth?
Last time they met, Wodonga won by 40 points, which happened last week.
Wow, okay, so fresh in the mind there for Wangaratta to sort their stuff out. Keys for the Wolves?
Jake Duck and Heath O'Halloran.
I reckon it's Olin.
I
don't know.
Okay, we might stand corrected then.
We'll wait for the phone call.
You can wait for the phone call.
Yeah, that's right.
Definitely.
And I think one of the players for Wangaratta, Samuel Hickey, he's had a very good season. Bit quiet last week, only had 8 against Wodonga, so he's going to need to step up if they can have any chance of getting the win there. The other game in Northeast men is the Shepparton Gators taking on Seymour. And what happened last time they met, Jane?
Last time Seymour won by 8 points, so another close game expected in the final.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a tight one. I think both teams are reasonably spread. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it was something like both they have 4 players each averaging double digits, so that is a really spread for both teams. All right, so we're going to get into the interviews now. We've got first up we've got Traralgon's coach for the women, Dave Roberts, and then after that we've got Steve Nia of the Shepparton men to have a chat with us as well. So we'll see how that goes. Talk to you soon. Back, we were with Dave Roberts from the Traralgon women. He's the head coach there, and thanks for joining us, Dave.
Yeah, thanks very much, guys, for the opportunity.
Yeah, no problems. Well, you've had a pretty good season. How do you rate it so far?
Look, I think it was great. It's a great opportunity to get some experienced players out there, and certainly some younger players that are coming through the ranks as well. And look, we've had a good season. We've dropped 4 games over the season, and that happened to be just on 2 weekends. We were a little short-staffed on those games.
Yeah, okay.
Churchill have a double header and the crowd will be huge. How do you deal with that?
Well, look, we've been out to Churchill a couple of times, and that's certainly out there. The crowd will be big, and it's certainly fairly vocal. One of the obstacles out there is obviously they've got the new 3-point line out there we have to play with. That's one of the things to overcome as well as the crowd. But look, we're quietly confident. Both times we've played Churchill, we haven't had our full side. So looking forward to taking a full side out there and certainly mixing it with them.
Hi, David. It's Jodie.
Okay, Jodie.
Last time you lost, what do you think needs to change to get a win on the board?
Oh, look, some of the key areas that we gave Churchill a lot of second chance opportunities. They're certainly very strong under the boards and rebounding there from some of their big girls. We need to do a bit of work on our rebounding and certainly taking away those second chance opportunities.
And David, lastly, who are your key players and who do you need to shut down for Churchill?
Oh, look, certainly we've got about 5 or 6 players that have been getting in double figures at times. So, look, we certainly share the ball around, and that's something that we're looking to do on Saturday night. We want to make sure that we get an even spread of scorers and certainly make Churchill come out and play against our players. I think the keys for Churchill is certainly Tenali Hood. We need to take the ball off her and certainly take her scoring opportunities away and put pressure on her. And then Taylor Bruins is certainly the other big one inside. She certainly scored well inside against us, and we need to make sure she doesn't get rebounds and take the ball off her.
Yeah, no problems, Dave. Well, thanks for joining us, mate. Appreciate that. And, best of luck for the weekend.
Thanks very much. Thanks, guys.
Talk to you soon, Dave. See you, mate.